You're so funny, Michael. I don't know why every girl on campus likes you so much.
Just giving the people what they want, you know? You are beautiful, Jessica.
Thank you, Michael. You are also handsome.
Then we have something in common. I guess we should be friends.
Of course, why not?
Serious. Where are you seated? I can join you.
I am sitting on the chairs near librarian's desk.
I will be with you soon. Let me grab my books. Man, I am leaving you. I just catch one bird. Bird? In this library? Sam, you will not stop to amaze me. In your head you are thinking of a real bird. I mean, I found a new hot babe sitting on the front row. I have to make her company, you know? But we came here to study. Cool down, man. How many is that this week? Lost count, man. Why keep track when there's plenty to go around? You really think this is going to last forever? Relax, Sam. I've got time. When I'm ready, I'll find myself a nice, decent girl. Until then, gestures around. I'm just enjoying life.
He's a player, he knows hard running free. He's a player boy, took love like a game. He calls it enjoyment, says it's his youth. Laughs it off.
Mike, you're my friend, but I don't get why you're just burning through girls like this. Because I am young, Sam. I'm not out here breaking hearts. Everyone knows the deal. Really? Because Jessica didn't look like she knew the deal. Okay, so maybe some girls get attached. But that's on them, right? I never promised anyone anything serious. Just be careful, alright? These girls have feelings, man. Plus, one day this lifestyle could backfire on you. Backfire? Sam, one day, I'll settle down with a good girl. Someone from back home who doesn't know about all this. Clean slate.
He calls it enjoyment, says it's his youth. Laughs it off like he's living the truth. Unforgettable.
This was fun. We should do it again sometime.
Yeah. Maybe. You know, things are just kind of busy for me right now.
Oh, right. Busy.
Hey, don't take it the wrong way. It's just that I'm not looking for anything serious right now.
Sure, I get it. Bye.
You know, she looked pretty disappointed. Look, Sam, I don't owe her anything. She knew it wasn't serious. Maybe, but Mike, don't you ever think about the kind of person you want to be in the long run? Long run? Come on, Sam. There's plenty of time for that later. Right now, I'm just having fun. Alright. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Someday, you might end up regretting all this. Lighten up, Sam. I'm telling you, when it's time, I'll find a decent girl, settle down, and all this will just be a distant memory.
To warn him, said it's no good, but he just laughed, said they misunderstood. Why settle down? I've got years to play. The world's at my feet.
You're a real charmer, aren't you?
Only if it works. You think it does?
It works perfectly. That's why I am here with you.
He's a player, he knows hard running free. He's a player boy, took love like a game.
Mike, where have you been? I tried to call you but you were not reachable. I was worried. Oh, sorry, my man. I went out with my new girl, Amy. Another girl? Look, man. You're throwing yourself into all these short flings, but is this really what you want? We've talked about this, Sam. I'll have my fun now, and when I'm ready, I'll go back to my hometown, find someone good, and settle down. Simple. And please stop behaving like my father. I know what I am doing, and I don't want some parenting tips. I didn't bring any of parents here at school. Let me enjoy in peace. Mike, you know I'm only saying this because I care, right? Yeah, I know. But you're stressing over nothing. It's not nothing. Look, I just don't get it. Why do you think you can just switch things off? When you're ready to settle down, You think all this will magically disappear? Why not? I mean, I've got time. And when I find the right girl, all this will be in the past. And one day, you'll look back and wonder if all this was really worth it. Maybe. But until then, I'm just living my life. I'll worry about the future when it gets here.
He calls it enjoyment, says it's his youth. Laughs it off like he's living the truth. Young and wild, yeah, go where you may. But remember, boy, there's a price to pay. For every step, every turn you choose. Calm always, no matter what you do.
Can you believe we're already here? Good jobs right after school. I feel like I skipped a few steps. Right? Some people are still scrambling for interviews. Guess we just have that magic touch. Or the right connections. But hey, you know what they say. It's not just what you know, but who you know. True. But, let's face it, we're good at what we do. We worked hard in school, and now it's paying off. Yeah, but it's kind of crazy. Feels like we're just out of school and already making good money, having fun. The whole 9 yards. And there's no rush to settle down. We've got plenty of time to enjoy this, right? Life's only going to get better from here. Exactly. Who needs to worry about all that serious stuff when we're living the dream? I can't believe it. We were just students and now we are going to start working tomorrow. I am so grateful. Yeah. I only hate that they ask me to trim my hair. I hate to be controlled. You have to. I told you before. You were even lucky that they hired you with that hairstyle.
Young and wild, yeah, go where you may. But remember, boy, there's a price to pay.
This office is like a maze. I think I've already gotten lost twice.
You must be the new guy. Don't worry. I've been here for a year, and I still get turned around sometimes. I'm Rina, by the way.
Michael. Nice to meet you, Rina. Maybe you can be my guide around here?
I can try. It's a big place, but I think I know where most things are. What department are you in?
Marketing. Figured that it'd be a good spot to meet interesting people. Seems I was right.
Marketing is definitely the social hub. So, first time working in an office this big?
Yeah, it's a bit of a change, but I think I'm going to like it here. Especially now that I've met a friendly face.
Friendly, huh? Careful with that charm. People might start to talk.
Only if you don't keep it a secret.
Well, welcome to the team, Michael. Let me know if you need rescuing from any more maze-like corridors.
I might just take you up on that. Wouldn't want to wander too far from the best company here. New office, new opportunities. This could be fun. So, I can see you've been making quite the impression around here. What can I say? Just being myself. Sure, but there's a fine line between being friendly and, well, gaining a bit of a reputation. What reputation? I'm just talking to people. Right. Talking. Look, Mike, I know how you like to keep your options open, but an office is different from school. These people talk, and word travels fast. Come on, Sam. I'm not causing any trouble. Just enjoying myself. I get it, but I'm telling you, it's easy for this kind of thing to backfire. Especially when everyone knows everyone here. Relax, Sam. I'm not planning on staying single forever. Just having some fun before I find the real thing. I hear you, but remember, this fun could end up affecting your career. Just be careful. Don't make promises you're not planning to keep.
He's a player boy, took love like a game. He calls it enjoyment, says it's his youth.
If you ever need a break, I happen to know the best coffee spot around here. Name's Michael, by the way. New to the team, but I like to think I know my way around.
Nice to meet you, Michael. I'm Rhoda, I'm in finance, so you might not see me much unless you're working late with numbers.
Well, then I'll have to make a habit of visiting finance. Anything to get a chance to see you around.
Well, I am always busy.
But I'm especially glad I ran into you. You're making this place a lot more interesting.
Thank you. But you have to mind the way you phrase your statements.
Michael, it's come to our attention that you've been a bit friendly with several co-workers.
Friendly? I just try to get along with everyone.
There's a fine line, Michael. We're not saying you've done anything inappropriate, but remember that workplace relationships can be tricky.
Understood. I'll keep things professional.
He's a player boy, took love like a game. He calls it enjoyment, says
So, HR finally had a talk with you, huh?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal, though. They're just being cautious. Mike, maybe it's time you think about what you really want. You can't keep this up forever. When I'm ready to settle down, I'll find someone back home, you know, a real, decent girl. Until then, this is just harmless fun. I will just stop chasing girls around here. Just be careful, Mike.
young and wild, yet go where you may. But remember, boy, there's a price to pay for every step, every turn you choose. Come away,
So, Michael, how's work? Settling in okay?
Yeah, works good. Got some interesting people around. Makes things entertaining.
Well, speaking of interesting people, there's someone I'd like you to meet. A very nice girl from church, respectful, grounded, comes from a good family.
Mom, are you setting me up now? You know I am not in a rush.
I know. But sometimes you just need a little nudge. Her name's Grace, and I think she could be good for you. A decent, church-going girl with her heart in the right place.
I don't know, Mom. Church. Not really my scene these days.
That's the thing, Michael. I'd really love to see you coming back to church, just once in a while. It's not just about finding someone. It's about finding yourself, too.
You're serious about this, aren't you?
I am. Grace is a lovely girl, but more than that, I think getting involved at church again could do you some good. It's been a while since you connected with your faith.
All right. I'll come check it out sometime. But I'm not making any promises.
That's all I'm asking, honey. Just give it a chance. Who knows? Maybe you'll find more than you were looking for.
All right, spill it. You've got that look, like you're brewing some big plan. You know, I've been thinking. My mom's already dropping hints, talking about setting me up with a nice girl from church. I guess it's time to start thinking seriously about marriage. Wow, big step, man. I didn't expect this from you. So, what's the plan? I mean, you know how it is. The girls I hang out with are fun, but they're not exactly wife material. I don't want to marry someone who's just in it for the lifestyle. I want someone different. Different how? A decent girl. Someone from back home, you know? Someone who cares about family, who understands my values. I've been thinking maybe I'll even pick someone from church. My mom's right. I should look for a girl who shares my beliefs. Makes sense. So, none of these city girls? Not even Lisa or Emma? Nah, not them. They're fun, sure, but I don't see a future there. I want someone who's pure, I guess. Someone with a good reputation, who will be a good mother, someone who'll make my family proud. Sounds like you've got this all mapped out. A wife material from church? That's a big change from the Michael I know. I know, it sounds strange, but I don't want to risk my future on someone who's just around for the perks. I want someone who will actually want to build a family with me, and won't care about how much I'm making. A girl who's got values and principles. So, back to your hometown to find this perfect wife material girl, then? Exactly. It's about time I took my life seriously. I'm not a kid anymore. Mom's already got a few ideas, and little does she know, I've got a plan of my own. Well, cheers to that. Here's hoping you find this ideal girl at church, man. Yeah, hope so. I will be going to church every Sunday starting this weekend. It's that serious? So you'll be traveling to your hometown every weekend? Yes. I have a car now, so it won't be a big deal.
Do friends tried to warn him, said it's no good, but he just laughed, said they misunderstood. Why settle down? I've got years to play. The world's at my feet. I'm young and unafraid.
Michael, come over here. I want you to meet someone. Michael, this is Grace. Grace, meet my son, Michael.
Hi, Michael. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Grace. It's, nice to meet you, too.
Grace is very involved in the church. She helps with the youth group and even teaches Sunday school sometimes.
Oh, it's nothing, really. I just like helping out wherever I can.
That's impressive. I didn't expect to meet someone so dedicated. I mean, I haven't been to church in a while, so I'm a little out of touch.
Well, it's never too late to start. Besides, everyone has their own journey, right?
Grace here is someone you could really learn from, Michael, my son.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, dear. I just remembered I promised to stay back and help with some church arrangements for the upcoming fundraiser. It might take a while.
Really? You didn't mention that on the way here.
Oh, well, you know me, always last minute with these things. But since I don't want to keep you waiting, why don't you give Grace a ride home, Michael?
Oh, don't mind.
Michael doesn't mind, do you, dear?
It's no trouble at all, really. I'd be happy to drive you home, Grace.
Well, thank you, Michael. That's very kind of you.
He's a player boy, took love like a game.
So, Grace, do you attend this church every Sunday?
Yeah, I try not to miss it. It's nice being part of a community, you know. Feels like a second family.
I get that. I miss being in a place where people actually know you and care. You don't get that in the city as much.
Really? I thought you'd love city life.
It has its perks, but I think I'm realizing how important it is to have real connections. People who know you for who you are and not just what you do.
That's refreshing to hear. A lot of people our age don't think that way. Most just want excitement or success, you know.
True. I mean, I used to think that way, but I'm in a different place now. I'm trying to focus on the future, maybe find someone who shares my values. Someone who actually understands commitment.
Yeah.
Do you have any siblings?
No, just me. My parents were very active in the church, though I have extended family, so I guess I grew up around a lot of church family.
That's really special. I think that's what I want for my future too, a family rooted in good values, where faith actually means something.
You know, you seem different from what I imagined.
Oh? And what did you imagine?
Well, let's just say I thought you'd be one of those city guys, all business, no room for things like church or community.
Ouch. That's fair, I guess. But it's refreshing, actually. I'm trying to find more balance these days.
Drop me near that first turn.
Okay.
Thanks for the ride, Michael. I didn't expect today to be this nice.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe we could do it again sometime. Just, you know, as friends?
I'd like that. Friends it is.
Grace and I are coming up on our 4th anniversary. Time just flies, you know? Man, tell me about it. 4 years married. Who would have thought? Remember back in the day? Oh, come on. I told you I'd change one day. I just needed the right reason, I guess. Right reason, huh? Back then, you wouldn't have believed it if I'd told you you'd be saying that. You were on a new girl every week, rotation. I used to think you'd be the last one of us to settle down. Fair point. But I told you I'd change when I was ready. I always knew I'd eventually find someone I could be serious about. Just had to get it all out of my system first. Well, you were the last guy anyone would have expected to settle. You definitely had us fooled. It's child's play. I enjoyed my youth. I don't regret it, though. It all led me here. Sometimes you have to go through the wild stuff to appreciate the calm. But I am proud of you. Mr. Michael and Mrs. Grace, I know this journey has been difficult, and I want to address some potential causes for what's been happening. Mrs. Grace, during our last few appointments, and based on the tests we've done, it appears that you have a weakened uterine lining. This is often caused by multiple interruptions of pregnancy in the past.
Multiple interruptions? Are you saying that Grace has had several abortions?
Yes, the records indicate a history of terminations, which may have affected her ability to carry to full term now. This kind of history can sometimes weaken the uterus, leading to difficulties in maintaining a pregnancy.
Michael, I wanted to tell you, but I was afraid. I thought we'd moved past my past. I didn't want to risk losing you.
So this is what's been going on? This is the reason we've been through loss after loss? And you just kept it to yourself?
I understand this is difficult, but I encourage you both to process this together. Mrs. Grace, there are medical options, but honesty and understanding will be important for whatever steps you choose moving forward.
Grace, I thought I knew who I married. I thought we were building something real.
Michael, I'm so sorry. I was young, and I made mistakes. I never wanted this to come back and hurt us. I just wanted to leave it all behind.
Unforgettable you made, but remember boy, there's a price to pay for every step, every turn you choose. Calm always, no matter what you do. Friends try to warn him, said it's
I don't
no
even
good.
know where to start. Grace, I thought you were a church girl. Little did I know it was all just an act.
Michael, please, I never meant to deceive you. I was trying to start over, to leave that part of my life behind. I just wanted a fresh start with you.
But that wasn't your choice to make alone. Grace, you hid something from me. Something that now affects both of us. We've been going through loss after loss, and you kept quiet, letting me think it was some kind of bad luck.
I'm sorry, Michael. I really am. But I can't change what happened. I can only ask for your forgiveness. I didn't know how to tell you. I was afraid you'd judge me and leave.
Well, look where we are now. You didn't think I had a right to know? I married you thinking you were pure, innocent, someone who shared my values. I didn't sign up for secrets and lies.
Michael, don't pretend you were some saint. You weren't exactly a choir boy either.
What do you mean?
You know, Michael, you weren't exactly some saint yourself. One of my friends knew you back in school. She called you Mr. Lover. The player boy. Said you were known for breaking hearts left and right. You were famous for it.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I heard all about you before we got married. But I didn't care. I knew my own past wasn't spotless. We both wanted a fresh start, didn't we? I had my fun too. Worked as a shopkeeper, lived how I wanted, and then decided it was time to settle down. So I went to church, put on a show, and played the good girl. Sound familiar?
Grace, this was all an act?
Why not? You came back here looking for your church girl to make up for your past. And I thought, why not try to marry a good guy? Only to realize I ended up marrying another pretender.
So this was just a game to you?
We both wanted the same thing, didn't we? But don't stand there and act like I betrayed you. You did the exact same thing.
I've thought a lot about everything you said, Grace, and I can't shake this feeling of betrayal. I think I want a divorce.
Divorce? So that's it, then? You want to walk away because you finally realized I'm not this perfect church girl you dreamed up?
It's not just that, Grace. This isn't about some fantasy. It's the lying, the pretending, the secrets. I thought I married someone I could trust. Someone who wanted the same things I did, honesty, family, a new beginning.
Honesty? Family? Michael, you knew exactly what you wanted, a nice, pure girl to erase your past mistakes. You didn't want a real person. You wanted someone to fit into your story, your image.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I had my flaws too, but I was ready to make things work. I believed in this marriage. But I can't keep pretending anymore.
Fine, Michael. Go ahead. File for divorce if that's what makes you feel righteous. But don't pretend like you're blameless here. We both walked into this with masks on.
Maybe we both did. But I can't do this anymore. Grace. I'm done.
But remember, boy, there's a price to pay for every step, every turn you choose. Come always, no matter what you do. Friends try to warn
I'll
and
be
said
single soon. But richer than ever.
Wait, what? Single and rich? What's going on?
Michael wants a divorce. Thinks he's had enough of my so-called pretending or whatever. Honestly, he has no idea that this divorce is going to come out of his pocket.
Seriously?
He's too wrapped up in his little anger trip to realize that he's the one who'll be footing the bill for all of this. I may have played my part, but I'm not walking away empty-handed.
So he want divorce? He can't consume the same medicine he have been dosing others all this whole time.
Yes, my dear. He is a fool.
How I wish to see his face. He was a big player at school. A player has been played. But you're smart, Grace.
Look, I played the church girl role long enough. And if Michael really thought I'd walk away without my fair share, then he never knew me at all.
So what's the plan? You are going back to your hometown after divorce?
Oh, absolutely no. Why should go back and embarrass myself? Since I'll have a nice little cushion to land on, I will stay here in the city and enjoy myself as a single lady.
he's a player boy, took love like a game. He calls it enjoyment, says it's his youth.
She took everything, Sam. It's like I'm losing almost everything. Because of the wedding agreements, I'm basically handing over half of everything to her, including my car.
Your car? Are you serious?
Yep. That's what she wanted. It's like I've been paying for a life we never really had. And the way she's acting, it's like she has no remorse at all.
That's rough.
It's like karma, but you warned me, you know? From all those years of messing around, thinking I could just flip a switch and settle down with someone perfect. Now it's like my past came back to bite me. It's like harvesting what I sow at the right time.
It's not like that, bro. But I remember you really tried to make it work with Grace. You went into this with good intentions.
I really did, Sam. I was going to look past her past, to understand it, even if I was hurt by it. But she doesn't care. She's not even trying to hide her plans. Just the other night, she was practically celebrating what she'd be getting out of all this.
That's tough. You deserve someone who'll meet you halfway. But maybe this is a lesson, a chance to start over with a clear slate.
Maybe. But I wish I'd been wiser back then. The mistakes I made, they don't feel worth it now.
Michael, I never imagined this is what would happen with Grace. I didn't know that side of her at all.
Neither did I, Mom. I thought she was everything I wanted, a church-going, decent woman. But it was all a lie.
Sometimes, people can surprise us in ways we never expect. But, Michael, maybe we both rushed things. I didn't think to ask you to really pray and seek God's guidance first. We put too much faith in appearances.
I thought I was making the right decision, Mom. But I didn't even think to pray about it, to ask for guidance. And now, it's like I'm paying for everything I did in the past.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 9 gives a profound reminder, rejoice, young man, during your childhood, and let your heart be pleasant during the days of young manhood. And follow the impulses of your heart and the desires of your eyes. Yet know that God will bring you to judgment for all these things. Son, we all make mistakes. But now, it's time to put that in God's hands. Ask Him for forgiveness, Michael. Not just for the past, but for thinking we could do this without Him. It's never too late to turn back to God, even in your hurt.
I know, Mom. I've been so caught up in fixing things my own way, thinking I could just change on my own. But it's like every step I take just digs me in deeper.
The best way to start over is to start with prayer, Michael. God's forgiveness can restore you, and it can also help you make better choices. Next time, before you even consider another step like this, let prayer lead you.
You're right, Mom. I need to turn this around, but with God this time. I can't keep running from my past without Him.
But remember, boy, there's a price to pay for every step, every turn you choose. Calm always, no matter what you do. Friends try to warn
God,
him.
I know I've made mistakes. I got caught up in the wrong things, thinking I could find happiness outside of you. Please forgive me for my arrogance. I need your help to find the right path this time. Show me how to be the man I should be, and help me choose wisely in the future.
Hey, Michael. I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you all right?
Oh, hey, Rina. I didn't hear you come in. I've just been going through a lot lately.
I can tell. You've been so quiet these days. It's not like you. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I suppose. My marriage just fell apart. I thought I was building something solid, but I was blind. Grace wasn't who I thought she was.
That's sad. I'm really sorry, Michael.
I married a pretender. I know I was also pretending, but I wanted a fresh start, something genuine. But it turns out she had a past. And she hid it all. I feel like everything was a lie.
Sometimes, people try to hide their flaws because they're afraid of being judged. But I can see you've grown from this. You're not just bitter. You're reflective. That says a lot about you.
Thanks, Rina. I just keep thinking about all the things I could have done differently. But here I am, trying to pick up the pieces.
You're strong, Michael. Don't forget that. Maybe this is a chance to start over with someone who's real, someone who appreciates who you are now, not who you were.
I'm not sure I believe in love right now, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's time to focus on finding peace within myself first.
Take your time. Healing isn't a race. But when you're ready, remember that not everyone is out to deceive. There are genuine people in this world, you just have to trust yourself to see them. But, if you ever need a break from all of this, I'd be happy to take you out for coffee or something. Just to get your mind off things for a bit.
Thanks, Rina. That's really thoughtful of you. I might take you up on that. Just not right now. I'm not really in the mood to be out in public.
I get it. It's a lot to process. No rush at all. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. Sometimes a little escape, even if it's just coffee, can be a good reset.
I appreciate that. Maybe in a week or so, once I feel a little more myself. Right now, I just need some time to let things sink in.
Absolutely. Take all the time you need. I'll be around when you're ready. Just remember, you're not alone in this, okay?
I can't believe it's come to this. Michael and I are done, and I'll be single soon. But Rich, are you sure this is what you want, Grace? You seemed so in love. Love? Yeah. I thought I could play the role of the perfect wife, but he's just as much of a pretender. You know, Grace, it's kind of sad how things turned out with Michael. I mean, I get the divorce and everything, but you were in love once. Don't you think you could have come to an agreement instead of letting it all fall apart? I loved him, yeah, but that was before he started acting like everything was my fault. The minute he showed me he couldn't have any sympathy for my past, that love just faded. I realized he was just looking for someone to fit his perfect image. We weren't meant to be. I see your point. But listen, if you ever want to start over with someone new, you're going to have to be honest from the start. Don't you think the next guy deserves to know everything before marriage? Yeah, you're probably right. But if I ever start fresh, it'll be with someone who's genuine. Someone who doesn't judge me or my past. I need someone who can see beyond mistakes and is willing to build something real with me, without assumptions.
That sounds fair. Just make sure to give him the chance to know the real you. Honesty up front might save you from going through this all over again. Please come here.
Can you believe it's been 6 months already? Sometimes it feels like I just met you yesterday.
I know. It's hard to believe. But honestly, I feel like I've known you forever.
These past few months with you have been healing. I don't know where I'd be without you, my love.
You were so strong, Michael. You came through a lot before we met, and I'm glad I could be here to help. But it's your heart that opened up again. That's all you.
I guess I didn't realize what real love could look like until now. You've shown me what it feels like to be with someone genuine, someone who accepts me for who I am.
And I'm so grateful I met you. You're everything I could have hoped for, and more.